Curls it towards the near post. Flick on from Chukwueze. Two-step goal! Goal! Goal Nigeria!
Sports is actually meant to be the foundation of uniting the people. We use sports to entertain the crowd. We use fun to launder the image of this country or any country at the international level. And by extension, we use sport to ensure peace exists in the various environments we are coming from. And most importantly, we use sports to unite the people.
Crowd are on their feet. Here it comes. Nabali, back post chance, goal!
All sporting activities can be used, but most importantly, globally, the most important sport which creates that impression and that impact is football. And that is exactly where I thrive. That is where God has brought me into this world to give my best. And for a very long time, I've been deeply involved in it. So I've seen so much that football can do globally, and particularly for my nation, Nigeria. And we have had these particular experiences, even in Nigeria. And that has given me the opportunity to say, as I was growing into NFF, I now had a vision. And that is vision that made me to run Nigerian Football Federation. The vision of using the power of game of football globally to create a better future for Nigeria and to make sure we use it to improve our citizens. And having finished from NFF in 2010, you can see also God used me, establishing that same vision, going back to the grassroots, identifying the children, the youths, less privileged particularly, to bring them together. And in the course of doing this, for the past 10 years, what I'm doing, nurturing these great children, I'm also seeing parents who are interested in sports, even the rich parents, are beginning to bring their children to this place. So I'm using this school to unite the less privileged and the privileged, which is difficult globally. And that's exactly what I'm doing in Nigeria, that we'll use the power of game of football to create a better revenue for Nigeria, more than oil does if we are truly articulate and packaged and having a defined policy that will protect what we are doing in football, because citizens are massively in love with this game. Sporting activities, irrespective of the type, is a tool of entertaining the people, bringing the people together. With ease, you bring crowd together to form a session where they would support the participants. And it is the easiest opportunity to bring people together. And I think even the traditional, like Dembe, like all those other Ayo, all those things, these are things that can douse tension in any environment. If the country, the leadership are creating tense situations that is generating problems, these traditional sports, global sports, can be used to douse tension. And that is what government should be thinking about doing.
Good opportunity, little bit of space. Moses Simon down the left-hand side. Can he get a shot in? Squares it into the back of the net. Nigeria is...
All schools must have sporting curriculum defined in their system of operation. But you can see either the facilities are not there for them to use, or they are there, they are being converted for other purposes because of the type of system we are operating. These facilities are not available in the schools, and the curriculum is not properly defined. But you can see in my own school, I'm saying it must be there. 4 to 6 p.m. I grew into it. I grew into stability by saying 4 to 6 p.m. my own school days, we must play football. We must play sports. And that's what we've been doing. So it's not readily available in almost all schools now. And the government must insist through their structure, through their scheme of development, that these facilities must be available in the various schools. It's a minimum requirement which government must insist it must be available in the schools. Leadership must pick interest in this item as a very preconditional facility to be made available for everybody to thrive and for Nigeria to benefit. That's what happens in developed countries that are actually wanting to sustain happiness for the society. And I think that can be done in Nigeria too.
Smart.
So FOSLA particularly is to help support the development and appreciate the unique way of improving our vision of using the power of game football globally to help develop our national system. That's what I'm doing, and I think at the end of the day, Nigeria will benefit from what we're doing. So I'm grateful. Our leaders must be focused and ensure that they give our best to creating infrastructural developmental programs that people will patronize freely to identify talents from the various neighborhoods, particularly the grassroots level.
Our focus on Weekend Deal today will be on sports for national unity.